Philly F.A.M.E. Philly F.A.M.E.
I love y'all, man, for real. Word.
Same to you, man.
Alright, man, so we out here with Von Jeff right now, man.
Yeah,
we live from Brooklyn right now.
Bedstuy Brooklyn, Lafayette, Lewis, between Van Buren and Lafayette on Lewis Avenue, right by Big Daddy Kane building, the heart of Bedstuy, Brooklyn. Let's get to it. What we talking about, baby?
You said Big Daddy Kane actually from this area.
You from that building right there.
Where you was talking about some other people too that's kind of from the area too. You was speaking with like some of the some more well-known people that's from this particular area.
So like where we at right now is like on Lewis Avenue. So when you go further up Lewis Avenue towards Fulton, you're gonna pass Lexington. That's where Tech from Smith & Wesson is from. When you hit Gates Avenue, that's where 2 Millie is from. Once you go a block over by Stuyvesant, which is the block behind us, that's where 2 Millie from. If you go further down Gates towards like Nostrand, that's where Mano is from. If you go towards this direction, Roosevelt, that's where my artist Hooli Goo is from. Once you go further towards like downtown Brooklyn, you go to Marcy, that's where Jay-Z is from, Manolo Rose, Memphis Bleak and all them from over there. Pat Poose is from the area. Now I don't want to forget nobody. Matter of fact, right here up the block, 1 block over, Disco Richie, you know, all y'all old school heads that may understand Dollar Bill, y'all. What else he did? Did a few other joints and stuff like that. That's like kind of like when I was a young dude coming up, but Disco Richie, Audio 2's from the area. What's going on, baby? So this is historical, man. That's like when I show you a lot of stuff that I'm doing in the community, it's just basically highlighting the success stories that come from here, you know what I'm saying? And making this block a historical block, because there also was a studio where members from Wu-Tang recorded, Biggie actually recorded, Method Man recorded, and a few other people. So what I'm doing right now is just really working on making Lafayette between Lewis and Marcus Garvey, Van Buren, Roosevelt, this whole area a historical, you know, location and stuff like that. There's a lot of gentrification going on, so we can't let our history, our culture just get erased, you know what I mean?
Alright, so you know, I know you from the Fight Klub situation, you know, a lot of dudes from Philly that came up there, even the dudes from New York that participated, a lot of them will remember you from that. You was holding the camera, I mean, capturing a lot of those epic moments that a lot of people know about. So speak on the whole origins of Fight Klub, how you became a part of the situation, getting that whole rundown.
So Fight Klub, well, I was one of the first dudes of my generation from this area that actually started a record label, and I was recording. Yeah, the police, they be up and through here, like, yeah, Bedstuy, you know, it's kind of wild and shit still. But I was recording up at it was called Dark Dimensions back in the day. So we was recording. I had to take my artists up there to record and everything, and the whole battle scene spawned from you know, my man International P, shout out International P. That was my peoples, that is my peoples, and he offered me a position to be his A&R once the whole battle thing took off. So that was like in 2003, and then, you know, every Friday dedicated for over 5 years, every Friday I was auditioning cats from different parts of the world, from Philly, Jersey, people came from the Bahamas, Ohio, all kind of parts, just to come audition and get on Fight Klub. So the time when y'all came through there, we was in a whole new building, you know, after the whole MTV situation. So yeah, Fight Klub, man, that's where I started. And then a lot of dudes that you know right now that's known for battle rap, I actually auditioned and scouted a lot of those dudes, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to Philly, because one thing about Philly, y'all came out there faithfully. Like, y'all ain't care about the distance, y'all ain't care about the tolls, y'all came through and y'all really put on. So I respect a lot of artists from Philly that definitely came through with that grind. Shout out to Meek Mill too, man. I remember I came out to Philly and I seen Meek before he even really took off, and I respect his growth, man, you know what I'm saying? And that boy making an example right now for our culture, you know, coming out of jail and then doing the things that he's doing right now, you know.
Right. Well, yeah, Fight Klub had a lot of epic moments as far as the battle situation. Like you said, it was a few dudes that came through there that's well-known battle rappers today. So speak on like one classic moment or a situation, a story that come to mind from the whole Fight Klub situation.
Smoke was good. One thing that I could speak on is I had a record, right, produced by my man Rec Beats.
Shout out to Rec.
Shout out to Rec. I had It was Joey Jihad on the track, Ace Inferno, Magic. Who else was on there? There was another dude that was down with Magic. It was about 4 or 5 dudes that I had. Still. Light skin with braids? Yeah.
Did Still have braids before? I don't know.
Yeah, he had. Did he have braids?
He may have. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know.
But I know definitely Reed Dollars was on the track. So it was like a lot of dudes that get busy in that whole Philly circuit that I had on one track. We never released it, but I remember having them on that track, like, cause y'all was coming up so often, and I'm like, damn, like all these dudes is nice. You know what I'm saying? I want to see how they sound on the track. So we actually just put them on the track together, and that was an epic moment. Another thing about Philly, I remember when I first came and met y'all, showing face, y'all was on German of Venango. And like y'all ran up to the car, y'all had like 5 CDs, and like I had the camera and everything, and we just asked y'all to spit, and y'all, like you and Face just like was going in. And I'm like, yo, these niggas is nice. I actually had intentions on signing y'all. Real talk.
Right.
Real talk. Like I had intentions on signing y'all because for one thing, so me as an A&R, you know, the industry is kind of different right now. It's not even based on the talent. You know what I'm saying? I respected y'all hustle. Y'all was out there with y'all CDs, y'all had y'all clothing, y'all had y'all merchandise, y'all had everything going. And to me, that represents independence. So if I see y'all grinding like that, I'm gonna do what I gotta do to try to take y'all to the next level. You know what I'm saying? And the music was fire. The bars was there, the beat selection was tight, and like I said, I respected the hustle and the grind, you know what I mean? So that's something that stands out as far as like me being in that A&R position and actually identifying talent.
So yeah, when we came up there, that was when Fight Klub was in the process of trying to relaunch, I guess trying to get back on the MTV situation. Y'all was auditioning people and stuff like that, but it never actually quite did come through. So like, what actually happened with it? Like, why I never?
Nah, the time that y'all came through, we was doing Beat Club. We was doing Beat Club at that time, but cause y'all came through, when y'all came through, we was just transitioning to a new building.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we did come back, cause after that, you know, we had the Gin and Iron Solomon.
Okay.
Gin and Iron Solomon, you know, so it definitely took place after that, you know what I'm saying? But I can't get too technical with it because I know, you know, individuals went their own separate route as far as like the whole the infrastructure of what was going on and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, Rec, he went with Cam, you know, Pete was doing his acting thing. You know, Nick, he was working with Mano, you know what I'm saying? So, and then I evolved, came back, had a business in the neighborhood and everything. I'm doing all kind of different shit, like managing artists and all that kind of shit, doing murals in my neighborhood and everything. So, working on documentaries. I got involved in acting and all that shit too. So, you know, but as far as the brand, Fight Klub is still a brand, will always be relevant. If you look at, like I just watched the battle just the other day, Hollow and Arsenal. People still talking about Fight Klub. Like, you can't have battle culture and not mention Fight Klub.
Because they did a rematch recently, if I ain't mistaken.
Yeah.
They battled
on
again,
another
so
platform.
That was from the first time.
Right. So that was a rematch. The original was at Fight Klub.
Right. Right. So like you said, you transitioned from that. You was in a little movie I seen, like a movie, John. You was doing your acting thing.
Yeah.
You doing your managing thing. You got your artist Hooli Goo. Y'all actually was doing the tour with Chief Keef and all that.
Yeah.
So you know you can speak on, you know, the managing Hooli Goo, the tour with Chief Keef and all the other stuff y'all been doing.
Yeah. So like Goo from Roosevelt Project. So Roosevelt is 2 blocks up. Like you could step right here and see the projects right there. You know what I'm saying? That's the 6th building, Roosevelt. You know what I'm saying? But once you get on decal, from Stuyvesant to Marcus Garden, that's the whole Roosevelt. You know what I'm saying? Goo, he from Roosevelt Projects. You know, at a particular time, I was actually doing my own music, and people actually was like, "Yo, you sound good enough to give it a shot." And that's what I was doing, but I wasn't really passionate about it. I was just doing it because I had the talent. And Goo actually asked me to manage him, and I told him, I'm like, listen, I'm doing my own music, but whatever you see me do it times 10. And I gotta respect it. Like, he was definitely out there putting in work, doing what he had to do as an artist. And, you know, I know me and his pops from the same block. And his pops was like, you know, like, yo, help my son and everything. And being that his pops is like my OG, and then, you know, Goo himself asked me a few times, I would have disliked for something to happen to him, and I never gave him a shot. Because I can honestly say, when I was out here running around in my early 20s, he was in his teens out here, and I see him in places that I be at, and I'm like, what the fuck this nigga doing out here? Like, and I always check him on like, yo, you good? Like, you know, so I know he was definitely out here in these streets and stuff. So I said, listen, I want to give him that shot. And like right now, we like real close right now on the independent scale. He got his own record label. We toured last year, did a 12 state tour with Chief Keef. Rocked every show, whether it was 1,800 capacity to 400 capacity. Like, we definitely put on for the home team, for Bedstuy and everything. So right now, we got the EP, Look at Me Now, about to drop. Make It or Take It single is dropping on the 26th, so you can check out for that. The EP is dropping on July 10th. We're gonna drop the best of Hooli Goo. We got Volume 1, Volume 2, and Volume 3 already done. We got about 3 to 4 EPs already done. Like, the young boy got like work. He got a lot of material already done. And it's just a matter of like really pushing the button on the independent scale. So, you know, even though I got a lot of relationships in the industry, I ain't really looking for no handouts. We just gonna do it and show what we gotta do and get to where we gotta get to.
So Tekashi 6ix9ine, he from Brooklyn, Bedstuy, he from here, you from here. What's your thoughts on him, his whole situation, everything he got going on?
I'm just saying, like, you know, he from Brooklyn, so, you know, salute to him. You know what I'm saying? He putting on, doing what he got to do, feeding his family and stuff. I know a few people that's affiliated with him. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, man, I'm about the home team, man. If you doing what you got to do to get to where you got to get to, bro. And honestly, he's marketing the shit out this social media thing. Like, he's doing things that a lot of dudes don't even know how to do. You know what I'm saying? So like right now it's like what he's like in he overseas right now on tour. So shout out to Tekashi 6ix9ine, you know, shout out to everybody from the home team that's doing their thing and feeding their families and shit, man. And I don't even really comment on other people. You know what I'm saying? I don't even really do too much interviews, to tell you the truth, but I fuck with y'all. So y'all came out plenty times as far as and gave y'all interviews and gave us y'all talent, so I gotta give it back. You know what I'm saying? So I don't mind answering whatever questions that y'all got, man.
All right, man. Plug your social media, how they can follow you, stay updated with everything you got going on. Plug the platforms where the music is at, how they can find the music and check out the vids, give them all that.
All right, so as far as following me, so let me just give you a little quick background story. Then when I walk you through the block, you will see get a glimpse of the better understanding. So my IG is Von Jeff, VONJEFF _ Frank Mick. So that's VONJEFF _ FRANCMICK. And Frank Mick is this man right here that you see on my shirt. And this man is a legend in this community from Bedford-Stuyvesant. He's the principal of Boys and Girls High School. He's passed away now, but my agenda is to continue his legacy. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I got the Frank Mick on the end of my name. So the same way how Curtis Jackson took 50 Cent, how Robert Williams took Rick Ross, Von Jeff is taking on Frank Mick as a moniker to carry on the legacy of a person that in my eyes is gangster in my eyes, as far as what he's done in this community and well respected and gone up against systems, educational systems, and really just built a respect for himself in his community and changed the lives of thousands, millions of African American people for our culture. You know what I'm saying? So that's my Instagram. Follow at Hooli Goo. Everything is Hooli Goo. HOOLIEGU. That's the website. That's the Instagram. You can check out his SoundCloud. Once you just put in Hooli Goo into the Google search, everything gonna come up on that. I'm currently working on a documentary about Frank Mickens and the community of Bedford-Stuyvesant. I'm also involved with a liquor company called Plush Vodka. The owner of Plush comes from this block right here, Lafayette, between Lewis and Stuyvesant. Shout out to Malcolm. You can actually go into this liquor store right here on the corner and purchase a bottle of Plush. So, you know, we doing things in this neighborhood, and it's about black excellence and really putting on for the culture. So, what else? I do so much shit, bro, that sometimes it's not even on my mind, man. So, you got to partner me on that. So the liquor, the artist, Goo, the Frank Mick, doing these murals. I'm gonna show you the murals in a minute. You get a glimpse of that. Check out Power. Got a part in Power that I played in. Yeah, you know, we could talk all day, man.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna take that walk and show them a little bit about the murals and stuff you're talking about. So we're gonna sign off for now and show them a little glimpse of that.
Yeah. building that Big Daddy came from, and that's the quote. Like you see 158 Lewis Avenue between Lafayette and Van Buren, and that's the quote from the song Stop Shamming, where he shouted out the building that he's from and everything. And then the purpose of this mural right here, I Am. So basically the people that's living right now actually sign their names up here, and then we give the rest in peace shout out to people that's passed away down here. So basically it's like a reverse mechanism, because usually when they do murals, like people that passed away type shit. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like just changing the mindset of people and inspiring them that we gotta live. You know what I'm saying? You don't just have to do artwork or paint murals when somebody passed away. You know what I'm saying? So like all those names up there is people that's actually living, and you know, sign their names up there and stuff. That's actually like a silhouette of my body. And then when we go down to the corner, I'm gonna show you the other two murals that we painted. My man Sosa, shout out to my man Sosa. He did this joint. His IG is 718 Collective. He did this one. My man Art1 did this mural right here. Art1 is known for the Jam Master J mural that's out in Queens. And then he also did the Frank Mick joint that's at the other corner. I'm gonna show y'all in a minute. Like I had showed you on the other corner, like that's just the gate where it said I Am, and we had people signing their names and giving shout outs to people that had fallen, and we give the rest in peace shout out. But this is actually like my logo, and then like I was breaking down to you, Frank Mickens, what he meant to this community. He actually went to that school right there. He's from this community. So, and this is why I took on his moniker, because the same way he went to the schools in this community, I went to the schools in this community and lived and impacted the community. So another way of continuing his legacy is to create the mural so people can actually see a positive figure and understand what he meant to the community. And my man Art1 did both of these as well.
Oh yeah, the same boy did that.
Yeah, that did the Big Daddy Kane joint. And this is actually his hat right here, so you know, definitely follow Art1. And that's my bro for, he been airbrushing like all his life. You know what I'm saying? And he graduated from Boys and Girls also.
Alright man, we signing out, man. Live from Bedstuy Brooklyn.
Yes,
yes.
Man.
Philly Fame TV.
Philly Fame TV, show Tizzy, face, showing face. Listen man, I know y'all know about them boys on that mic. Them boys get busy. Real fat, hold on, where my CD at? I'm about to go throw this in the whip right now. Needed some of that new music.